Hey, let me talk to you real quick, look. Say girl, you fine, I'm tryna make you mine. I ain't tryna waste no time, hop in my ride. Got a whip parked outside, got a condo, we can go slide. Know I got pride, but I push that to the side. Think I need that on my side. Look at them thighs, look at that waist, look at them hips, look at that face.
Hey cuties, it's Deja, and as you can see by the title, today we're going to be making a basic YouTube intro. So if y'all been here from the beginning, then y'all know over a year ago I made this YouTube video and it got so many views, y'all, but it was just causing way too much drama with the whole screen recording thing. But I'm back today with a new video. So the apps that I'm going to be using are CapCut, Phonto, iMovie, and PicsArt. And to start the video, I'm going to go ahead and go into my photo album. Specifically for this video, I made a YouTube intro album to keep everything in one place. So you're going to go ahead and get 2 pictures for the background and 2 pictures that are going to pop out. So I have 4 pictures, and then you want to go ahead and get 1 video. I tried to pick pictures that were kind of like, you know, similar, so I could keep a picture that's going to pop out and still like go with the background. Now we're going to go ahead and go to Google. We're going to look up Instagram PNG. And I want mine white, so I'm going to click where it says white. So now you're going to go ahead and click on the images. You're going to scroll through. So you see how the background just disappeared? So this is the one that you want to choose, because then the background is going to be clear. So you want to go ahead and hold the picture down and then press add to photos. I already have one, so I don't have to do that. And then you're going to go ahead and go and look for one for Twitter. And do the same for Snapchat or any other social media that you might have. And then you want to go ahead and add it to your album. So now that I have my Instagram PNG and my Twitter PNG, we can go ahead and get started with the video. The first app I'm going to go into is PicsArt. Now I'm going to go ahead and press the plus button at the bottom of the screen. Then I'm going to scroll down to where it says collages and click on where it says grids. I went to the top middle part where it said recent, and I clicked on it and I scrolled to my YouTube intro album in order to find my pictures that I'm using. And I'm going to go ahead and click this background picture. I'm going to click it 3 times. Then I'm going to hit next. Whenever this pops up and asks you to pay for something, just click next and X out of it. So now we're going to go ahead and scroll to this 3 grid shape. And where it says ratio, you're going to go ahead and click that and click 16:9. So now it looks like this. Then I click on border and I turn that all the way down to 0. So now you want to go ahead and press this little arrow that's going like into this line to save it to your camera roll. So now you want to go ahead and hit the back button. And you want to go ahead and click where it says selected photos and delete all of those. And now you want to click your next picture for the background. So I'm going to click this 3 times. I'm going to hit the plus again. And where it says photos, you're going to go ahead and open up that first background you created. So now I'm going to click FX where it says effects, FX, effects. And this is optional. You don't have to do this, but it's just what I like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and go to blur. Then I'm going to click the effect blur. And I'm going to click that same square. And I'm going to turn blur down to 2. And now at the top, this 3rd button where it has the 2 squares, I'm going to click that to apply the effect, and I'm going to add another one. So now I'm going to click where it says FX, and I'm going to click where it says noise. I'm going to click that box again. I'm going to turn my noise down to about 10. And then I'm going to press the arrow, the fourth button, this arrow that's going down into the box, to save it to my camera roll. So now I'm gonna click cancel, discard changes since I saved it. Now we're gonna do that to this background too if you want to. Press the plus button again and scroll all the way down to where it says color backgrounds. So now that you're at where it says color backgrounds, you're going to go ahead and click the first background, and it's a transparent background. Now you want to go ahead and click add photo and open up your YouTube intro album. Now that I have my album open, I'm going to go ahead and click the picture that I want to stand out on both of the backgrounds. So now I click this first picture, I'm going to press add. I'm going to make my picture bigger, and then I'm going to go ahead and click where it says shadow down here. And once I click shadow, I'm going to turn up the blur all the way to 100 and the opacity all the way to 100. As for position, we're going to click where it says position, turn this all the way down to 0, and then turn this one all the way down to 0. Then we're gonna go to color. You can make this whatever color you want, but I'm just gonna make mine white. So then once you click away from the picture, you can save it to your camera roll. So click the arrow that's going down, this third button in the middle here at the top, and save that to your camera roll. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click on the photo again and just press the X. And I'm gonna click add photo to add the other picture that I want to pop out. Okay, now that you have all your pictures ready, you want to go ahead and add those to your YouTube intro album. Now as you can see, I have my PNGs, all my pictures that I'm using, and the ones that I'm using to pop out. So now we're going to go ahead and go into the text part. Now before we make our text, we need to make a transparent background. So we're going to go back into PicsArt, press the plus button and scroll all the way down to color backgrounds again. Click the first box, the one that looked like a checkerboard, and you're just going to open that up, press next, and then click photos to save it to your photos. Now we're going to go into Fonto, and we're going to click this little camera button down here in the middle. We're going to go ahead and click photo albums. You just want to open up that transparent background that you just saved and press done. So it's going to open and look like this. Now you want to click on it and click add text, and you want to go ahead and add whatever your channel name is. So we're going to add my channel name and press done. Now we're going to go to size, and I'm going to make this bigger. And for style, you can make this whatever colors you want. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to make it white. And then I'm going to change the stroke part of it to black and leave the width at the bottom on 3. Now as for style, which is right here at the top, I'm going to click that, and the first thing that pops up is shadow. So I want a shadow behind it, so I'm going to go ahead and where it says alpha down here, I'm going to turn this all the way up to 100 so it has a shadow on it. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on my text, and I'm going to swipe to the right and click these 2 squares to duplicate this, and I'm going to change the font. So I'm going to click on font. I have my own fonts downloaded, but if you click the bottom left, Fonto has a lot of different fonts that you can choose from and pick whatever you want. So But for me, I'm going to go ahead and click on one of my fonts. I'm just going to add this on top of where my name already is. And click on style and just change the color of it. Now this is optional. You don't have to layer it like this, but it's just something that I'm doing. So now I'm going to go ahead and click this button at the bottom right. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save Image as PNG. Now you want to go ahead and delete both of these texts. And in the bottom left corner where the 3 lines are, click those. Click Add Image, and you want to go ahead and add in your Instagram PNG. So now once you add this in, you want to click it and click Move, and click where the A is with the 2 arrows on the left and the right to just center it. So now you want to click on the box again and click Add Text. Now you want to add your Instagram name. So now I'm going to go ahead and click Move. And I'm going to click the A again with the 2 arrows to move it into the middle. I'm going to move it up a little right under the Instagram, move it to the middle. So now I'm going to click it, click Style. I'm going to click Stroke, add a stroke of 3 to it. And for the style, I'm going to go ahead, go to Alpha, and put another shadow on it. Then I'm going to click Done. You want to go ahead and save that too, pressing the square with the arrow in the bottom right. Now you want to go ahead and add in your Twitter PNG now. So just click on the Instagram and click Remove. Go down to the bottom left, click the 3 lines, click Add In. Once you have your Twitter PNG, you want to go ahead and click it and click Move. And click the A with the arrows on the left and right to move it to the middle. Then you want to click on the text that you already have. Click Text and go ahead and type in your Twitter name. Click Move and move that to the middle as well. So now you want to go ahead and save that as a PNG. Now you want to go ahead and delete the Twitter PNG, click Remove, click on your text, click Text, and then you want to put Follow Me on Instagram. I'm going to actually click on Text and put Instagram at the bottom. Go ahead and click Align where it says Align Left. Click that to align it in the center and click Done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and leave that like that. Go ahead and save this as a PNG as well. And then just type in Follow Me on Twitter. The camera button again and click Plain Images. And we're gonna click the first image where it's kind of black. Click on color and click on the actual black color and click Apply. So now we're going to click at the top where it says 2048 by 2048. Click that and click Custom. And you want to go ahead and type in 1280 by 720 and click Done. Now you're going to click the box with the arrow in it at the top right. And you want to click Use. So now once you click Use, you want to go ahead and click that box with the arrow at the bottom right. Click that and just click Save Image. Now we want to go into YouTube. Once you go into YouTube, you want to go ahead into the search bar and you want to go ahead and type in subscribe button green screen. Go ahead and scroll through all of these different videos, look for a subscribe button, and then go ahead and screen record it. So as you can see in my YouTube intro album, I have all my backgrounds, my pictures that are going to pop out, and all of my text, and my subscribe green screen button. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into the app CapCut. And in CapCut, you want to go ahead and just click on that black background that you just added. to your photo album and click add. Once you add that, it's gonna look like this. So you want to go ahead and click where you have it added and scroll until it reaches 4 seconds. So automatically CapCut gives you an indent, but I go ahead and click that and click delete because we don't need that. So now you want to go ahead and click overlay. Click add overlay, and then it's going to open up your albums. So click on your YouTube intro album and open up the video that you selected. Now I just open that up. Now I'm going to use 2 fingers to zoom in on the video. And if you move it up and down, you see the blue line appear. So you want to go ahead and move it up and down until it reaches that middle line. Scroll at the bottom, click copy. Take that second video and drag it under the first one. Click on the second video and go ahead and move that over. Okay, so now I have enough space. So now I'm gonna leave that like that. And now I'm gonna press play. And now that I have my 2 videos, I'm gonna go ahead and click the back button and click on effects. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into mood and scroll down. I usually just use the filter butterflies or metamorphosis. So scroll down until you see that. I'm gonna click on butterflies and click the check mark, and I'm gonna scroll until that reaches the end of my video. So I'm gonna click where it says butterflies, click object, and click all to make it appear on top of my videos. Now I'm gonna click change effects because I want to see if I like metamorphosis more. So I'm gonna just scroll down until I see metamorphosis and see how that looks. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking at both of them. Okay, I think I like metamorphosis more, so I'm gonna click metamorphosis and click my check mark and just play this from the beginning. Click at the top where it says 1080p, click that, scroll until it says 2K/4K, and then I'm gonna go ahead and press that arrow to save it. Now that we have that saved, we're gonna click done and click new project, and this time we're gonna open up one of the collages that we made for the background. So now I'm gonna click on one of my collages, click add, and now I'm gonna make this 4 seconds instead of 3. And I'm gonna click that ending and delete that again and scroll back to the beginning. Now this time we're gonna click overlay. You wanna click add overlay, go back into your YouTube intro album, and you wanna go ahead and click on the photo that you want to pop out. So I'm gonna click onto my photo, press add, and now it looks like this. So now I'm gonna zoom in on this photo and turn it to about 8 degrees. And I'm gonna zoom in some more and place it right there. So now I'm gonna drag this bar to make this the same length as my collages. So now it should look something like this. Now you want to click add overlay again, and this time you want to go ahead and click the follow me on Instagram and then the Instagram name, and then press add. So now once it looks like this, you want to go ahead and move this Instagram to the side and move the follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna click on the Instagram and make it the same 4 seconds, and the follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna make that 4 seconds. So now I'm gonna turn this follow me on Instagram about 2 degrees and make it a little bigger and put it up here on the side of my picture. Then I'm gonna click on the Instagram follow button, and I'm gonna zoom in and put that about right there. Now we're gonna add in some effects to make it look better. So I'm gonna click on where my background is, and then I'm gonna click in. Then I'm gonna scroll to where it says spin up 1, and I'm gonna make that 1.5 seconds. And then I'm gonna click the check mark. Now I'm gonna click on the picture that I wanted to pop out and click animation, click in, and I'm gonna scroll, and I think I'm gonna click swing. And I'm gonna also make this 1.5 seconds. Yep. As for the text, I'm gonna click animation in, and for this one I'm gonna click wiper and make that 1.5 seconds. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the follow me on Instagram. Now I'm gonna click the back button. I'm gonna go to the beginning and I'm gonna press effects again. This time I'm gonna go to trending and scroll down and click where it says chromatic. Then I'm gonna press the check mark and make sure it says main video, because you don't want it on top of the picture or the text. So I'm gonna click the back button and click play to see how it looks. Now once I like how this looks, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the top again where it says 1080p. I'm gonna scroll to the right, make sure it says 2K/4K, then press the arrow button to save it. Now I'm gonna click done, and I'm gonna do the same thing for my other background. Now you're gonna press done, and now you're good to go. You can go ahead and put everything together. So now I'm gonna scroll to the ending part where they have this pre-made ending and press delete. Now I'm gonna press this plus button that's right here. So now it should look like this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and press overlay, and I'm gonna add overlay, and I'm gonna add in my channel name. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I censor this. And make it as long as the video. Now I'm gonna click on where my name is and click animation, click in, and just choose an effect. I think I like roll right. So I'm gonna make that 1.5 seconds. Now I'm gonna go ahead and actually cut this video down to 3 seconds instead of 4. And cut my name down to 3 seconds as well. So now I'm gonna click this little box that's in between the videos. Click on that, and I'm gonna pick a transition. So now I'm gonna go ahead and click camera, and I'm gonna click top left and click the check mark. So now I'm gonna go back to the beginning and play this. As you can see, when I went to the next video, you can still see the text right here, but I don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this text down. Okay. So now when it goes to the next video, you can't see it. Now once we're on the second video, it's 4 seconds as well, but I'm gonna cut it down to 3. And I'm gonna click the box again and click another transition. For this one, I'm gonna click top right. And now I'm gonna go ahead and click the other box, go to camera. This one I'm gonna click bottom left. And now for this last video, I'm gonna go ahead and click overlay again. And this time you wanna go ahead into your YouTube intro album and click on the green screen subscribe button. Now I'm gonna click on the green screen again, and I'm gonna scroll where it says chroma key. You wanna click that. And now the color picker is out and you wanna go to where it's green. You wanna click intensity and turn it all the way up. Once you turn it up and it starts to get like this, you don't want that. So turn it down just enough to where the green is gone. And you want to click the check. So now I'm gonna make this a little bigger and bring it down some. So now we're gonna watch it. I'm gonna go ahead and trim this down to 3 seconds and trim my video down to 3 seconds. So now I'm gonna play this from the beginning. I'm gonna scroll down to where it says camera shake. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make that throughout the entire video. Now, if you don't want your intro this short, then you could always make your videos longer, but this is just how I made mine. So now we're gonna click 1080p, scroll all the way to 2K, 4K, and save that. Now we're gonna go back into YouTube. Now you can use a song if you want to, like a regular song, but sometimes if you use a regular song, depending on how long you use it for, you can get copyrighted for it, so then your video can't make money. So try to look for non-copyrighted background music and certain type of beats. So I'm just gonna go ahead and look for that really fast. Once you find the music that you want to go ahead and go into iMovie, click the plus button and open up your intro. Now that I have my intro open, I'm gonna go ahead, mine's probably looks different because I'm on an iPad, but you still wanna go ahead and press the plus button, and you wanna go ahead and find the music that you just screen recorded. You want to go ahead and press the 3 dots and press audio only. For this, I used an instrumental, but I'm going to cut it down to the piece that I wanted. So I'm going to click on the blue bar and click split and click on the piece that I don't want and press delete. Then I'm gonna drag this. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the blue bar and drag it to the end of my video. So now I'm gonna play it from the beginning. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and click done. I'm gonna click this box, the middle button, the box with the arrow, and I'm gonna click save video. If you guys want a more advanced tutorial on the intro, then go ahead and leave a comment down below. Make sure you like this video, comment any questions you have, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.